Hello and welcome to today's episode where we will be discussing the pros and cons of moving to Singapore. Singapore is a small island city-state located in Southeast Asia and is known for its strong economy, excellent healthcare system, and multicultural environment. However, as with any decision, there are pros and cons to moving to Singapore. Let's take a closer look at what you can expect if you decide to make the move. One of the biggest pros of moving to Singapore is the strong economy. The city-state has a highly developed and stable economy, with low unemployment and a high standard of living. This makes it a great place for those looking for job opportunities and financial stability. Another big pro of moving to Singapore is the excellent healthcare system. The country is known for its world-class healthcare facilities, well-trained medical professionals, and affordable healthcare services. Safety and security is another big advantage of moving to Singapore. The city-state is considered to be one of the safest cities in the world, with a low crime rate and a strong commitment to law and order. However, there are also some cons to moving to Singapore. One of the biggest challenges is the high cost of living. Housing, food, and other necessities can be expensive, which can be a challenge for those on a tight budget. Let's consider a family with one child. Rent of a 2 BHK house will be available from $2,500 to $3,000. Let's assume it to be $2,500. Food expense for a family of 3 members will be $1,000. This includes an assumption that we order in once a week. Transport expense will be around $200. Though costly, public transport is very clean and connected in Singapore. Another expense we can consider entertainments like weekend outing will be $300. So the total expense will be around $4,000 for a family. Another challenge is the limited personal space. Singapore is a small and densely populated country, and this can result in limited personal space and long commute times for some people. Next is climate. The humid tropical climate in Singapore can be a challenge for those who are not used to the hot and humid weather. Next important thing is healthcare. Healthcare in Singapore is of a high standard, but it can be expensive, so it's important to consider obtaining health insurance. Next is culture. Singapore is a culturally diverse country, so it's important to be aware of cultural differences and social norms. English is widely spoken in Singapore, but it's still important to consider language barriers and cultural differences that may impact communication. Final thing to consider is legal requirements. There are various legal requirements and procedures to consider when moving to Singapore, such as obtaining a visa and registering with local authorities. In conclusion, moving to Singapore has its pros and cons, and the decision to move should be based on individual circumstances and priorities. It is important to carefully weigh the benefits and drawbacks before making the move to ensure that it is the right decision for you. Thank you for watching today's episode. Join us next time for more discussions on lifestyle and education in Singapore. Have a great day.